Jeremy Long, please. Jeremy Long, please.
These lights are really bright. How's it going, guys? Good. Anybody got some New Year's resolutions? Great. Mine is, every year I have these resolutions and I use the same old excuses as to why I'm not going to do them. So this year I want to come up with some new excuses as to why I'm not going to do them. That's my New Year's resolution. Okay, thanks guys. No, what do we do? I can tell you a little bit about myself, start off the show. I have OCD. I'm self-diagnosed. With OCD. Here's how I discovered it. Every time I mentally undress a woman, I immediately mentally fold her clothes. And then that's how I do it. I like to pretend I'm a professional comic, but I do have a day job to pay the bills. I guess I should say I did have a day job. I just quit recently. Thanks. Woo, unemployment. I quit. They were trying to get me to sign up for their 401k. And I was like, there's no way I'm running that far. Hell out of there. No, but I do a lot of comedy. All around the country. I just did an East Coast tour a couple months ago. Flew over the East Coast, that's where I'm originally from. Flew Virgin Airlines. You guys know? Not a big fan of them. Didn't have a particularly bad experience or anything, but I don't really like an airline that doesn't go all the way, so. I was in the East Coast doing a tour, doing a bunch of shows. I was in Washington, D.C. You guys, I stopped at the Air and Space Museum in Washington, D.C. Anybody familiar with the Air and Space Museum there? I was a little disappointed though, there was nothing there. You gotta dumb down these jokes a bit. You guys, I just performed at the Comedy Store earlier this week. You guys know that place?
Yeah.
You know how they have all the writing on they have writing on the wall out here too, signatures of comics that performed here, not mine. So I guess I'm not that good, but my name is on the wall of the bathroom at the Comedy Store. Right next to my number, so. Some of you probably have my number. Don't keep in touch, that's fine. So I'm trying to break into the Hollywood scene now that I moved out here. Everybody's trying to peddle a script out here, so I wrote one too. It's about a man with erectile dysfunction who has a really bad acid trip called See Alice in Wonderland. It's not selling that. Lasts longer than 4 hours, so everybody wants to watch that movie. Passwords. There's a relatable topic. Passwords. I have so many accounts, and they all have their own passwords, so oftentimes I forget. I logged into one this morning. I hadn't logged into a while. I used my go-to password, which is all one word, all lowercase. I love cats, because I do. And, but it blocked me out. Said it must contain at least one capital. So I tried I love Sacramento cats. And I'm blocked out for life. You guys know that they're making an Indiana Jones 5, another Indiana Jones. Still Harrison Ford. I looked it up because I thought they were going to replace him with somebody younger, but he's still playing Indiana Jones and he's 73 years old. I believe the working title is Indiana Jones and the Legend of the Fallen Who Could Not Get Up. But they might change it to Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark, so. Pat, a little bit earlier, comedian mentioned Donald Trump, which is terrifying. I'm sure we can all agree on that. He's going to be in office in a couple weeks, and then he's going to start deporting the immigrants one by one, and that's not. I was going to vote for Ted Cruz. I don't really know anything about him, but I like his brother Tom in Rain Man, so that was a hell of a performance. I was also excited to see Chris Christie run for president, just to see him run. Would have been the first Oval in the Oval Office. I was reading this article about food, one of my favorite topics, food. And they made a strong case that lettuce could lead to salmonella poisoning. So I thought, well, just in case. I heard somebody go, oh. Not just jokes up here, also interesting facts. So I was like, maybe just in case, no more lettuce, because I like to play things safe. Then later in the same article it said that alcohol could lead to alcohol poisoning, so I thought, maybe just in case, no more reading. So I like to play things safe, what else did I have to talk about? Here's a fun thing to say. You can go home and search this on your internets. It's a true story. There's an Asian male porn star with the same name as me, Jeremy Long. A bit generous on his part, but true story. And my mom was like super concerned when she found out. She's like, "Oh, now my friends are going to think my son is a porn star." I was like, I think you should be more concerned that all your friends are watching Asian male porn all the time. Kind of weird. The problem with Asian male porn is that an hour after you're done getting off to it... Oh wait, I fucked that joke up. No, I'm not even going to do it. We're moving on. After you're done getting off to it, an hour later you're horny again. That's the problem with Asian male porn. Fucked it up. What else, you guys? I have a lot of random thoughts all the time that I like to share with you guys. Like, I wonder if when ducks take selfies, if they make drunk sorority girl faces. Does that go both ways? I also think that like Head and Shoulders should release a body wash called Everywhere Else. Their profits would. Who knows? Someone send them a letter. I also think the Gamblers Help Hotline would be a lot more interesting if every 10th call was a winner, right? Way more people would call. Something else. Here's another thought. This is my 2-year. This week is 2 years in LA for me. I moved down here 2 years ago. I'm pretty excited. I always dreamed about moving out to LA. My grandpa used to live out here in the 70s, and he'd always tell me stories. He worked on Wheel of Fortune, and he had a wild affair with Vanna White, and he'd tell me stories about how she still sends him letters to this day. So. All right. What else? Something else I like to do. I like to watch shows backwards. Really dumb shows that aren't good enough forward. DVR it if you have DVR. Put it on rewind. Usually much better. Like the show Intervention is about a guy who parties really hard after a shitty family reunion. So. I also think there should be a Plastic Surgery Anonymous group, because there's some people addicted to that. Just like alcoholics and sex addicts, so why not a Plastic Surgery Anonymous group? But for no other reason, it'd be fun to have a Plastic Surgery Anonymous group, because you can start off each meeting with, "Welcome to Plastic Surgery Anonymous. I see a lot of new faces in the crowd tonight." Thanks guys, my name's Jeremy Long.